I got revenge on my controlling coworker with hole punch confetti. I worked with a woman named Miss Wright who, despite being a regular coworker and not a manager, possessed an infuriating obsession with controlling every minute detail of the office environment. Every morning she acted like desk police, moving staplers, restacking papers, and even moving my coffee mug because she deemed the left side more efficient. We all tried to fight back with minor pranks, like slightly shifting her items, forcing her to spend 20 minutes every morning putting everything back into her preferred, highly specific order. The situation escalated when Miss Wright crossed a major line. One Monday morning, my coworker Steve found his entire desk had been secretly and fully rearranged over the weekend to match Miss Wright's efficient system. When confronted, she casually admitted, "The old setup was giving me anxiety every time I looked over there." Steve was furious and immediately devised a brilliant plan for revenge. Our office had a publishing department that produced mountains of tiny paper circles from their hole-punching machines, the perfect confetti. Steve acquired a coffee cup full of these circles. While Miss Wright was at lunch, Steve completely removed her center desk drawer. He taped one edge of a large sheet of paper to the inside top of the drawer, covered the paper with a thick layer of the confetti, and then carefully slid the drawer back in. It was a pressure-activated confetti bomb. That afternoon, Miss Wright opened her drawer, and the sheet flipped, dumping thousands of tiny white paper circles all over her lap and the floor. She jumped up, screaming as the confetti scattered everywhere. The true genius lay in the sustained follow-up. For the next 3 months, whenever Miss Wright stepped away, Steve would sneak over and sprinkle a handful of circles around her desk. Miss Wright became completely paranoid. She took apart her desk, checked her books, and started bringing a tiny vacuum to work, cleaning her space 5 times a day, desperate to find the source of the persistent, randomized confetti. She never figured out the source. After weeks of living in a state of chaos and disorganization, she finally stopped rearranging other people's desks. She learned the hard way that when someone constantly messes with your perfectly organized space, it's not fun anymore.